I'm giving you like a life update, okay? And my hand, I don't know if you can tell, it's like pretty bruised right there in my palm. My other hand, so not much, but I tell a difference. And it just hurts a lot. So I'm now at like workman comp, I think is what it's called. And I'm gonna get it x-rayed. I think it's just a bad sprain. That's what I'm hoping for. I really hope it's not broken, but I'm like, it's so swollen and so bruised and it hurts so bad. I took some ibuprofen and it just kicked in, so it's not as painful now, but it was like so painful. An hour ago, I was crying. And I don't normally cry in painful situations, but this was really bad. I can't really like move my hand or my fingers or anything. It just hurts a lot. So I'm just waiting for them to come and take me back for an x-ray. Okay, end result. I just can't move it very much. It hurts, so she put it in this thing because anywhere I put it, it just hurts a lot.
Hey, why are you recording?
You know when you're in so much pain and you feel nauseous? That's how I felt after this happened. I was like super nauseous. So okay, so significant bruising. It's starting to like kind of feel better though. Like it doesn't hurt as bad, and I can move my fingers more. So I'm not taking any medicine like ibuprofen or Tylenol, so that's really relief because I don't like taking medicine if I don't like have to. So my pain is really down, but still hurts a little bit and it's still swollen, so it just feels really tight and just the obvious bruising. First of all, first thing first, last Monday I was at work and I was leaning over something on my tippy toes and I thought I was good, and I was reaching for a cord, and the cord that I was reaching for is what I ended up falling on. So my hand right here, and then you can tell there's like a little bit of a bruise here and it goes down into my wrist. It looks a lot better. It's definitely better. I ended up going to like the doctor's office and getting it checked because I was in so much pain. Like I was crying. It was so bad. And I couldn't talk. I was just like holding my breath. I just couldn't function. It was awful. So I went in and my hand was really swollen and it was starting to bruise, and they made sure it wasn't broken, and it wasn't. So that was good news for me. And then I went home and then my internet was out. I was like, what is happening? Well, they're digging up the road by where I live. So I thought maybe they hit something. So I'm trying to figure that out. And my kids are like, we need a hotspot. We need internet. Like what's happening here? You know, like we have a schedule. We go home. My kids get their iPads for an hour and a half and they want that time. And I'm like, oh, so I'm stressing out and I'm sitting in my polar plunge because my hand hurts. And I thought it would be a good idea to like put it in like cold water, just because it was so swollen and it hurt so bad. And the doctor gave me a brace, so I took it out of the brace and I went in the polar plunge. So I'm dipping my hand in the polar plunge, and on this hand I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the internet, and it said I had an outage in my area and I just needed to wait 24 hours. So the next day I go back, try to figure out the internet. Now it's a problem on their end, so I need to wait 24 hours. So then I called again later on in the week, and now it's they have to come to my house and get it looked at. And I'm like, this is so inconvenient for me. So my hand hurts. I'm just trying to live life. And then it's Wednesday and I'm putting my, oh no, sorry, this was Tuesday. So many things happened this week. It's just ridiculous. So Tuesday, I'm putting my kids to bed, but we got to take showers first. So I get Depp in the shower, turn on the hot water, get him in. And all of a sudden the smoke alarm starts going off and it's beeping red, which means it's detecting gas. And I'm like, I can't smell gas. But again, I like started to come down with like a cold or something, and I couldn't smell anything because I had like a sinus thing going on. So I was just like, okay. So Dup jumps out of the shower, still shampooing his hair, jumps out, dries off, gets dressed. I leave the shower on. I grab my kids and we run outside. So then I knock on my neighbor's door that lives up above me because I'm in a duplex, right? Neighbor goes into my apartment and turns around and comes right back out. And he's like, nope, you can smell gas. Not going back in there. So I had to call the fire department again. So I had to do this last August. I was having all these issues with my hot water heater. And I had to call the fire department then as well. So I did. So the people who came out from the fire department, the firemen, were the same ones that came out on Tuesday. So I was like, oh, hey, you guys all look familiar. How's it going? I haven't seen you in a few months. Like, really? Anyway, so they remembered us and they were trying to figure it out and trying to figure out what's going on. We know it's the hot water heater. I just don't know what's happening with it or what it needs. And they were like, they blew out all the air to make it safe for us to go back in. And then they turned off my gas. And then the gas company came out and said that there's a couple things that are the possibilities that need to be done to it. The company that has been like doing all like the maintenance work on it, the owner of the company came out that night, which was so nice. I was not there. I packed my kids up and drove to my parents' house. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. So we ran outside and Depp had shampoo in his hair. So then the people who live up above me, I was like, can he just rinse his head out in like your sink? And she's like, yeah, no problem. So she takes him upstairs. He just has all the soap just right here on the top of his head from washing his hair. And so she rinsed it out for him. It was super cute. So I get to my parents' house. It's like 10 o'clock. I'm bathing Dempsey, getting him all, bathed and taken care of. New shower, new place, new thing. I'm trying to get everybody done. We finally fall asleep. I go to bed at 10:30. Okay, we usually lay down at 7 and my kids are asleep by like 8 or 8:30. So this is like a really late night for us. I'm like exhausted. So then the next day they're kind of figuring out like what the problem could be. Like it was a filter on the bottom of the water heater that needs to be replaced. And then it was another like switch or something that they think that shut off that shouldn't have shut off. So they're going to replace that switch. Well, that switch, there's only one in the whole state, and it's going to take until Monday to get here. So I don't have hot water. I don't have heat. I'm like, you guys, and it's fine because it's like 60 outside, and 40 at night. So it's not a big deal. Well, then Thursday night into Friday morning, it snowed at where I live and it rained and it was freezing. So I've been going to my parents' house every night and showering. And then we spent the night last night. And last night I noticed that my washer, I gotta put this down. So, you know how you have your washer, right? It's a box, okay? Well, the top of the washer where like the lid is, and then the round part at the bottom, not the round part, but like the square parts at the bottom are connected, right? With screws. Well, for some reason that top part had shifted off. And I couldn't shift it back on. I don't know if I got bumped and the firefighters were in there looking for something and I got bumped or something. I'm not sure what happened, but it's not on it anymore. And my washer is 15 years old, so I've just decided to replace it. So last night I went to Home Depot. I found the same brand because I've had this washer for 15 years. So I'm going to stick with this brand. This is a good brand, right? So I'm sticking with it and I bought a new washer last night. I'm like, I hope that next week is calmer because this has been like, woo, like just like a roller coaster ride, like up and down and up and down. And we won't have heat or water until Monday probably, or Tuesday, depending on what time they get it on Monday. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. My birthday's coming up. Today's Saturday and it's on Thursday. So I'm going today. It was noisier than I thought, sorry. So today I'm gonna go with my kids and my parents to P.F. Chang's for my birthday. I'm so excited. I love P.F. Chang's. I have a gluten intolerance and P.F. Chang's is just so accommodating to that. And the food that I get is so delicious. Like sometimes when you get gluten-free food, You just get it like without like the good thing in it, like the seasonings or whatever. But there they actually have different stuff that they put in it, and it's delicious. So it's like one of the few restaurants that I really, really like. And it's done in Farmington, but I will drive clear down there because it's just so good. My hand is feeling better. Hopefully my internet will come on soon. And this is so funny. So I just got home, I pull in my driveway, and I get a call, and it's like a 188 number, 1886 or something. So I'm like, telemarketer, I'm not going to answer it. So I have a voicemail from that number. So I go on and like I look at it. I don't have gas, and starting at noon in 1 hour, I won't have power for 2 hours. I'm like, I'm so glad that we're not at home and I'm just at my parents' house right now, and that we're going out to eat, because yeah, I won't have gas or power soon. Oh, it's so funny. At the doctor on Monday, she was like, I hope you don't have anything going on this week. You know, this is like put a damper on your plans because you can't move your hand. And it was like really swollen. I was a little in pain. And I said, you know, this week is actually clear. Like last week was really busy, and this week I actually had nothing going on. And she was like, wow, that's awesome. And then I left, and then everything happened. Internet, gas, like I just, washer. I'm just like, and on top of everything, on Monday or on Tuesday, before all the gas stuff happened, my kids got their bunk beds. So I'll show you those videos right now because they are really excited, and they've been really sad that we've been at my parents' house and I haven't been able to sleep in them, but it has been safe and it has been warm, and we don't have hot water, so we haven't been here. So they're very disappointed, but they got their beds and they're excited about him, especially Depp. He loves his bed. So I'll show you that video now. Bye. So excited about this. I just ran outside because I forgot to have them take away my old mattress. So hopefully they're going to come back. Here we go. What do you guys think?
Oh, I'm scared.
Why? It can support your weight. It's okay. You're good. Climb up there.
I was scared when I was climbing.
He was a little scared. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Look at your bed. It's huge down there. Go lay on the bottom. You can sprawl out. It's so big. I am excited about this. And we still have so much space. That's the best part. Okay, this is going to be my angle at night. I'm going to lay here on the love sack while they sleep in their beds. Are you excited to sleep in your bed tonight? Yeah? Yeah, you do. Are you excited, Deb? Yay! What do you think?